Good day. We all know that pollution is one of the biggest environmental issues that the world is facing today. The pollution is a sweet and slow poison that affects people on Earth with their existence in life. This says that pollution can be compared to the viruses that are in our body. It is like those viruses that are continuously growing if not prevented. That is why, today, we must know how to prevent and stop pollution. Preventing the pollution from growing is easy, but a little bit tough to stop it from developing. The rate of pollution has increased decades ago and has brought the question about the existence of life in the future. This clearly means that because of what we are doing right now to our home, our planet, we humans might become extinct in the future. Pollution happens because of us humans. We're the ones who cause devastation to our world. We are responsible for what is happening today. Because of the continuous growth of pollution, most countries in the world are currently worried about the losses caused by the pollution. All of us are aware that the world is suffering because of us, and we admit that it is merely our fault. These days, humans that have more knowledge in the environment are currently educating the society on how to stop and prevent the possible growth of pollution. Those persons educate not only the youth, but in all generations. What they will do to moralize the humans is that they conduct seminars regarding awareness in pollution. What to do to prevent pollutions. They also do activities such as cleanup drive campaign, tree planting campaign, and many more campaigns that are conducted by the environmental agency. This can help us be aware that the world needs more help and care coming from all of us. By doing this, we can avoid the causes of pollution. Pollution is either can be man-made or natural, but the pollution that is coming from the natural sources is less damaging. So, man-made pollutions are more dangerous because human activities are responsible for the world's pollution. It can affect our health and can threaten the environment and ecosystem. Variety of hazardous and toxic substances from distinctive sources that associate into environment which causes a variety types of pollutions that are air pollution, water pollution, and soil or land pollution. These types of pollution are what our world is experiencing today. As a citizen and a student that lives in an urban place, I have experienced air pollution. According to the Oxford Dictionary, air pollution is the presence in or introduction into the air of a substance which has a harmful or poisonous effect. Simply, smokes and dust that are coming from cigarettes, cars, factories or industries factor air pollution when mixed into the air. Polluted air is very harmful to the lungs. Having air pollution with us, there is a big percentage that most civilians will have defects in their lungs or any respiratory parts that can cause maybe asthma, even lung cancer, and many more respiratory diseases that if not cured, will lead us to death. If you or we want to avoid having those kinds of diseases, we should know how to be initiative in preventing the air pollution to propagate more. We need to start planting trees for the air will be cleansed and we will breathe air that is not polluted, and at the same time, we will not inhale the polluted air. We need to stop smoking cigarettes. We need to stop burning plastics. We need to find an alternative way for the vehicles that are releasing too much smoke. And also, we need to find other options for smokes coming from the factories. By doing these things, we can save ourselves and our Mother Earth from the harmful and deadly air pollution. The next problem would be water pollution. Water has been an important part of human life because water gives us many ways to survive. We can drink water, we can use water when we are having a bath, we can use water in washing our dishes or our clothes. Water can also be a cleaning agent. Water has so many uses that can help us in our everyday lives. But what if those waters that are important to us become polluted? Are we just going to die without doing anything to stop growing water contamination? Water pollution, as defined by Wikipedia, is the contamination of water bodies, usually as a result of human activities. Lakes, rivers, seas, oceans, and bays are some examples of bodies of water. There are many causes why pollution in water is occurring. That is because of many things like waste coming from factories and chemical industries, improper waste disposal, and lack of discipline and knowledge of us humans. As a person who lives in a country surrounded by thousands of islands, water is very significant. Having air pollution with us is already a problem, but what more if we add water pollution? The world will surely be in total chaos. Dirty water means it is not safe to drink. Drinking unsafe water can cause us sickness and diseases like amoeba or diarrhea or LBM, loose bowel movement, which can even lead us to death. Other diseases that we can get are cholera, hepatitis E, and many others to specify. Just drink contaminated water, surely you will get these diseases. According to Westergaard, water-related diseases cause 3.4 million deaths each year. Because most of us don't want to intake those diseases, we must start living a new life. Simbercy.gov stated some things we can do to reduce water pollution. Don't flush pills, liquid or powder medication. Avoid using the toilet as garbage cans. Use minimum amount of detergent and or bleach in washing clothes. Instead, use phosphate-free soaps and detergents. Do not dispose chemicals into the sanitary sewer. This means that by doing these things, we can help degrade the continuous evolution of water pollution. Also, the government's agendas about cleaning any body of water enables us, citizens, to clean and get the garbages that are on the premises of the bodies of water, like the cleaning of the Manila Bay and Pasig River. The last pollution that I will talk about is the land pollution. eSchool today specified that land or soil pollution is the deterioration or destruction of any Earth's land surfaces, often directly or indirectly as a result of man's activities and their misuse of land resources. Aside from the other two pollutions that I have said, this pollution is also disrupting the world that we live in today. Land pollution is not just about littering. Land pollution is a larger issue than that. Due to inhumane activities that humans usually do, it is making its way to be a bigger problem for our world. Many activities cause land pollution. Some of these are deforestation, agriculture, and landfill and waste. Deforestation includes forest fire that makes soil lose their value and nutrients. And if it loses its nutrients, it can never be fertile again. Agriculture is one of the significant sources of land pollution. This is where the application of chemicals like pesticides and herbicides as a plant protectors comes in. Yes, they are effective as an insect repellent, but they are not effective for the health of the soil by killing the healthy organisms that generates new vegetative growth. Landfills and wastes has also an affection to soil pollution. Most industries are responsible for emitting waste everywhere. Landfill sites are maybe considered being a source of land pollution, but at least landfills are controlled. So to prevent land pollution's growth, here are the things that we must do. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and proper waste disposal. Reduce the use of non-biodegradable things. Reuse the things that can be reusable in the future. Recycle cost best and less, and also in conserving energy. And also, we must know how to properly dispose the wastes, because poor waste disposal really affects land pollution. By doing these things, we can prevent and slowly stop the occurrence of land pollution. And if we implement this, we can make a great change. This speech helps not only you, but also me to more convince other people to have change. We all know that our environment is at its worst level right now. We humans must feel guilty for what we have done to our planet. We must now start living a new life, where we can undo the worst things we did to our environment and redo the right things in a step-by-step way. We know that we cannot change the world at its best in instant. That is why we have to follow the solutions in preventing the pollution from happening. As Mahatma Gandhi said, in a gentle way, we can change the world. We caused the damage, we are also the solution to bring back our Mother Earth, our home, to its original appearance. Thank you.